And obviously there's oil industry going on here, so that's generating a lot of money. Decided to put some trees by the roads because apparently that is a good way of dealing with these sort of things.
Magically solves all your problems.
Yeah, it definitely does. Also, a giant dam with fecal matter sprinkling out of it is definitely a good way of dealing with these sort of things. So it is definitely, yeah. I actually built this a little bit before. Before I should have, I guess. There's a train. But somebody in the chat is asking, can you flood? Well, let's take a look. Can we flood? I need to give myself a little bit of money here. Hold on. Let's go into the power. Let's go and select the dam. And considering the water dynamics in the game are very, very powerful, let me just quickly draw up a dam here. There we go. There it is. And now... Oh, there's a ship behind the dam.
Oh.
It will probably clip through the dam, guys. Alpha will be alpha in the end. So quickly, let's go into here. Will it clip through? It will most definitely.
Oh, but it fell quite nice.
Oh, wow. It's, again.
Oh, actually, it's stuck.
It's driving over the dam.
Yeah.
But again, guys, the fluid dynamics, this is very much alpha material right here, so that's just so you're aware. But the water dynamics are actually really, really powerful. It flows all over the dam. It adjusts to the new terrain, for instance. Our harbor is now being
your
flooded.
harbor is being flooded.
So it's a really, really powerful system, and I believe there is a person over at Colossal Order that is working on this pretty much all the time. But that... This what you're seeing right here, this is all work in progress, so you don't have to worry too much about this. It's pretty much what is going to be done. But this dynamic system is really, really awesome, and it allows for all sorts of cool things. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to build something here. Actually, let's just put that down because it automatically built a bridge. So let's go and put something down here. So let's put a road. And you know what? I am going to build a school.
And then you're going to flood it by...
Oh, no. You're getting way ahead of yourself there. And now I'm going to flood it.
Yes,
so all the humanity, the water is now flooding towards the school. Let's go into the camera mode. Oh, wow, there's like a puddle system going on there because fluid dynamics and oh, God. Oh, God, think of the children. Think of the children.
Survive, actually.
It is coming. Oh, no.
Because you managed to raise the land a bit when you built the school.
Yeah, I think so.
I like to see the boat there. How is it navigated?
The boat is, it's the high seas, apparently. So, but this is really awesome. I really love this. And it is a good example of this game is already looking so good at this point in time. And we're not even in beta yet with this particular title, and it's exceptionally playable already. And that is something you don't see very often. So this is, so far, already looking extremely good, and I hope that you guys are going to have similar expectations with that. And I actually stay in work longer just so I can play this game. It's quite staggering what sort of ability we have with this particular, with City Skylines. It is beautiful, to say the least. I believe the game is about to come back.
I think we need a 30 more seconds, maybe.
We're just loading into the map at the moment, and it's oh god, everything's still flooded down here.
Yeah,
that's not very good.
You have a lot to answer for.
I know. The massive roundabout. There's pollution everywhere. It's a good city. I like it so far. I like it so far.
It's a bit of a Netherlands, isn't it, with the flooding and the pollution.
It does feel like home. Yeah. I've slowly but steadily. Originally, this started out as just suburbia, and I've slowly but steadily turned it into.
Oh, you have some nice skyscrapers going there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it originally started out like this, and I've slowly but steadily turned that density into. Different types of density. So we've got some office towers here. We've got residential towers. They're all connected. There's parks everywhere. There are services all over the place. I believe I even have a subway.
It actually reminds me a bit of the way Stalin liked to build cities.
Wow, that is.
No, but to be honest,
that is way. That is awful, Jakob. That is awful. No,
now back to the forest one.
Let's go back into the game.
That's.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could still show how the forest looks when you actually have more Chinese.
Build quick.
Because the game really it detects if you actually have the natural resource. Because anytime that you make a specialized industry area, it will work.
Yep.
It will spawn the specialized industry. The type just depends on if it has the resources underneath or not.
Yep.
So in here, my new forestry area. Let's have the highway ramps still, so like this. Oh, this is ugly. Let's see. Yes, just like this. No. So now, what a lovely ramp. So now we have the
standard in the street.
Yeah. Let's get them electricity so they won't get upset. Oh yeah, that one too because I made it in a different spot. So just quickly some pipes like this, and now I will make the district so I can set the policies. Because some policies can be global, but the effect of these specialized industry ones would be too big, so we decided that you can only set these to districts. Yeah, so you don't mess up your city by accident. But of course you could make one huge district and have the whole city specialized if you want to. So now we should see the cute tree farms popping up soon-ish.
Regrettably, I think our electricity grid is broken.
Yeah, it's because of the buildings respawning because it
oh, there you have a little tree farm.
Yeah. So it's basically like grown trees on a plot. So.
So let's see how it looks when it's finished.
Yeah. And these look really nice because these don't pollute either that much because it's really quite a natural way to grow them. So they just kind of mold into the landscape. So you see the tiny farms and then some sawmills or wood factories. Yeah. But are they getting electricity? No, they are not. Like now they should get it. Yes, now they're happy. And since I have quite a high demand for industry, they should.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, they pop up quite nicely.
We can also see regarding the mining that you get some chirps that people don't like your mines.
Oh yeah, and some people do like it.
Okay.
So this one doesn't, but some people are saying that it's the best thing that has happened to the city. So here is the forestry.
Yeah. Perfect. So another thing we've seen, of course, as you said, once the products have been created and been made, they need to be transported around. How does the transport system work in the game?
Yeah, well, I think what we could do is I pause the game and we can look at these trucks and see where they are actually going, because each one actually does carry resource, like the simulation works with the traffic. So this one is importing stuff. So one refinery doesn't get enough of the resource from inside the city. So we can see it's going here to this one that recently has been burned down, but is getting better. So we can see where all of the trucks are going, and once they have unloaded or just given as much as they can, then they will be going back. And this is not very readable, but it says that it's going back to the city where it came from. So all of the cities outside have names, and the trucks actually come from somewhere and then return once they have jumped the load. So mainly the traffic in this part is we can see some garbage trucks and mostly the large trucks, resources. But there is also the private cars of the people working here. Yeah, but not so much because I built a railway, so most of the workers I think use the
rail system.
Yeah, but I think we will see if we go to the like city center part. We can see from here that there is a lot of garbage trucks here too, but then we have mostly the private cars going. So the heavy industry is not going around here. They are just going to the industry areas and using the highways as much as they can, so they can really avoid the
traffic.
Yeah.
And how much does the cars, do they generate pollution? Do they generate noise pollution? How?
Noise pollution is the main thing with the traffic. So the residents don't really like if you have lots of noise pollution. But what you should do then is just if you have a road that's really polluting, we can see it from here.
Oh,
so the train station, it makes a lot of noise.
Obviously.
As to these wind turbines,
Wind turbines,
yeah. And the larger roads in the city center are also quite noisy. But what you can do is upgrade the roads to have decoration, because if you have like grass and trees, it kind of takes away from the noise. So upgrading roads helps a lot. This place was a problem area, so what I could do is simply upgrade it to have the tiny little trees like this.
I guess the people are happier.
Yeah. Let's see if it happens. Well, yeah, it took away some of the orange, so they like it more.
And how much? And of course, bigger roads have bigger capacity also for traffic.
Yeah, and also the speed limits vary, so you can't drive as fast on the small roads. And of course, the fastest ones are the highways.
Yeah.
And you can see how they kind of slow down when they get to the city, to the smaller roads.
And of course, the amount of traffic is very depending on the amount of people living, and a dense city will have much bigger problems with.
Yeah, and here seems to be some problems, but it's what I did was that I use many of these outside connections.
Yep.
So I have one highway going here, and it's crossing the other one here. So there are actually like two connections, and then you can have a separate city this side. So I have many connections to the city, and that divides the traffic. So some are coming from here and some from here, and some are coming from this side. So it's not like I have one spot where all the traffic is coming in.
And also, I mean, like we said, you guys made Citizen Motion 1 and Citizen Motion 2 before. We have some more options than just road traffic. We've shown it before, but I think we should do it again. We can start with the buses, I guess.
Oh yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah.
So what you do first is you put a depot.
Yep.
Much like in the Citizen Motions, but this is much lighter system.
Yep.
So I'll just pop it here because I think it's a good spot where they can get around. And the depot it actually wants some water now. I'll just give it some water, and electricity it has. So when you have a depot, it will automatically give out buses if there are lines that need buses. I already have actually one line going here. Is the blue one. So I could do a second one that actually goes, perhaps, I'm trying to figure out where the people are actually going, but maybe something that still connects this part and the well, no, but I have the railway connection. Well, I have this side city.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's I will have a bus route from here. So what I do is I simply click where I want the stop to be, and the line automatically follows.
Yeah.
And now I'll see where they can actually get it. It automatically chooses the shortest route. Yeah. So now it's wanting to go through the cloverleaf. So I think that's fine.
Yep.
I'll have a few stops in here, and then make it go back this way. And once I close the route, it will automatically start working. So and the amount of buses I have on the road depends actually on the budget.
Okay.
So if I feel like there is too few, because one depot gives out the amount of buses that it has the budget for, then if I need more, I will just go to the budget, find the buses, which actually have quite a nice budget already, but I can up it
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, and then the depot will just allow more buses to go out.